Thanks for joining us here at Train the Brain Fit Club for today's how-to fitness video. Today's how-to fitness video is for the high kick, which is used universally as a warm-up. However, like most exercises and even warm-ups, most people don't do this correctly to maximize the exercise. We want to maximize the exercise. Also, on that note, I notice a lot of athletes when I go to their practices. I also notice in the gym for non-athletes, when it's time to do the warm-up, whether it's foam rolling, whether it's stretching, or doing a dynamic warm-up, which this is a dynamic warm-up, they go through the motions. The last thing we want to do is waste time. And if the warm-ups were not intended to have a true benefit to the exercise or to the mind or for the body, we would not have you do it. That's a waste of time. So the last thing we want to do is waste time. So make sure you maximize everything that you do, including the warm-up. So here we have the leg swings. And again, the main muscle group that we're looking to get loose, also known as hip swings, you are loosening up the hip. However, when you bring your leg to the highest point, you want to bring it up as high as you can, and you want to get it up there relatively quickly as you can, but safely. And you're going to feel a stretch in your hamstring. We're actually targeting the hamstring by way of swinging the hip. Now, once your leg goes back, then you are getting more of a stretch in the hip flexor. So we stretch the hamstring coming up above the bar in this case, or above your head if you're doing walking high kicks, but here we're using the bar. So we want to make sure that we get that stretch in the hamstring, most importantly, and then loosen up the hips and the hip flexor with the swing coming back. Focus. If you're not feeling that stretch in the hamstring, you are not doing this correctly. Again, bring that leg up as high as you can, as swiftly as you can, but safely, so you get that stretch in the hamstring. Sometimes you may even feel a stretch, not just in the hamstring, but the glute and the calf through that entire posterior chain, especially if your glutes are a little sore, if your calves are a little tight. So again, we're looking to get that stretch in the posterior chain when we do our hip swings or leg swings, whatever you want to call them, and then also open up the hips. And primarily, you're going to do this when you're going to do some type of exercise that's going to require you to use your hips, like running, jumping, squats, deadlifts, whatever it is. So watch the video. Make sure you ask questions. And as always, mindset is the most important set. Train the brain and the body will follow. Let's get it.